guys. Yes, this car is a complete mess. Anyone that has a wife or female, I'm sure majority of you understand why this would be a mess. Because as all of you know, this is my wife's daily driver. And with that being said, I never get to drive this thing. So, today, I just happen to have my wife's, or otherwise known as our Mark 6 GTI. So, since I do have the car, I feel like this is a good opportunity to talk about it a little bit, because everyone is usually pretty interested on this car. So it's a 2012 Mark 6 GTI. It is a 4-door DSG car, not like a fully loaded, fully optioned out car, which is fine. Actually, I like how this car is optioned almost to the T. I wish it didn't have a sunroof, but I can deal with it. She likes it. But has the plaid basic seats in it, but I find those more comfortable than leather cars. It has a larger screen on the dash, but no nav. And DSG car, like I said, 4-door, fits the kids, and these things are safe. So, the car's pretty basic. I've gone over it a bunch of times in comments and stuff on other videos about this car or on posts on Instagram, but I'm going to just run through it. I had an old friend of mine who had a Mark 6 GLI that had a bunch of Unitronic stuff on it. He ended up trading it in, and so we had just so happened to just buy this car a couple weeks prior. And so we ended up taking all the stock stuff off of this and putting it on his GLI, and we took all the Unitronic stuff and put it on this car because it just made sense instead of turning it into the dealer with a bunch of parts on it. So it doesn't have exactly the parts that I would personally want on the car, but seeing that it's my wife's daily, spending the money to do it again for probably zero to no gain. It's just gonna stay that way. I'm probably gonna change the intake on it, just gonna hate the way this one sounds. But it has a Unitronic full intake system. I have upgraded the filter to a larger one, and it's a Canon filter. It has a Unitronic intercooler on it in the stock location. It has an eBay downpipe for an FSI that's been modified to work on this car, which I touched base on in the other video about what top 3 mods for your Mark 6. And it's paired to one of the new APR catbacks. I'm not an APR fan, but other than Corsa on these cars, it's my favorite sounding exhaust, and I got it for a really good deal from actually a customer of ours. Unfortunately, his car got totaled, and he parted it out, and I was able to get the exhaust off his car from him for that good deal. Funny story is the customer ended up winning the giveaway, and he bought a Mark 7R, and he's had a bunch of issues with that car, and he's worked through them, but we're still actively tuning that car, or he's in the middle of doing something else, or we're retuning it, something along the lines of that. So other than that, the car is pretty much stock. I mean, it has a set of coil packs in it, or spark plug, which are on our website. It has a integrated engineering catch can, which is a catch can of any sort on these cars is definitely a worthwhile investment. Spend the money and get a good one. Personally, again, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but I've played with them all and seen them all, and hands down my favorite one as far as catch cans go on these cars. I like the IE one. So it has that It has a DSG tune in it from Iridyne, which is subpar at best, but it works. This car has been the main car for development for all of our Mark 6 stuff. Now, I would challenge you guys to reach out to any of like my close friends or the ones that are local. They will know the hell that I put this car through. And we bought it with, I think, 19,000 or 21,000 or something in there. It was a very low mileage car. And currently has, as of right now, 72,318 miles, and I don't think we've even owned it 3 years. I want to say it's been about 2.5. So we've put a decent amount of miles on it between my wife daily driving and her commute and all the development dyno stuff I've done with this car. It's been to endless Mexico trips and just Arizona and back, and literally just hammered the hell out of this car. Now, mind you, I keep up on my maintenance stuff pretty heavily. So during the summer, because it gets warm out here and we do a lot of stop and go driving, I do oil changes every 3,500 miles. It's cheap insurance. And then winter time, and depending on how we're driving the car, what we've been doing, how much ethanol she's been running, I'll do 5,000. It's on pump gas right now. She just, I don't know if she just doesn't care or she's over it, but she wants to take one right now, but it's not gonna happen. So it's on pump gas right now. She dailies it, and like I said, we've hammered the shit out of this car, beat the hell out of it, and it's been an awesome car. Awesome car, and I like to think that this car is the reason why our Mark 6 stuff, or at least this generation 2.0T stuff, is so good. I have hundreds of files. I probably have over 100 dyno runs. It's just endless track days and track racing and roll racing and everything. I've done it all with this car. So, little fun fact here. Someone commented on one of our posts the other day saying that the key to happiness to my heart is Mountain Dew. Yes. Yes, it is. So, I'm actually headed to the mail place right now. I'm actually shipping out a bunch of you guys' orders. So, thank you as always. I appreciate you guys supporting me. It does help out a lot and allows me to do more stuff for you guys. My schedule is just insane between family life, kid, this business, Sneaky Tuned, and the other business with the side-by-side stuff of my life is pretty crazy. So bear with me when I'm not responding to you guys right away, or emails are taking a little bit longer, but I still try to keep that 24 to 72 hour window open for revisions and your guys' tunes after you order, and I think we do a very good job of that, and probably I personally think we do a better job of that than some of these other bigger companies, and it's nothing against them. It's just when I started this, was one thing that I see a lot of complaints of is just turnaround time. So I pride myself a lot on just talking to customers and relating to customers and having a relationship with every single customer as much as I can, and just talking to you guys, and not be weeks or a month or anything like that on revisions. I wouldn't want that, and I know you guys don't either, so I try really hard. But you have to understand, I do have a family, I do have a life, I do take vacations, and I do take time to myself, and everyone does. So just hang in there. I know you guys get excited. So enough talking. I don't want to bore you guys, but I have the car, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit. I'm actually going to go put ethanol in it right now. Surprise my wife with a full tank, because as usual, the gas light's on. course, she's driving my truck, and guess who put a full tank in it last night? So, we're gonna go put ethanol on it. I'm gonna go ship this stuff. We're gonna go home. I'm gonna do some maintenance on it. Probably gonna put a new diverter valve in it. I'm gonna put a new set of plugs in it. And if the rain holds off, I'm gonna do the DSG service because I've never done one on this car. It definitely needs it. I'll see you guys when we get back to the house. Alright guys, so we're back home. We're going to do some stuff on the Mark 6 today, since I have it. Since the wife took the truck to work, we're going to get it caught up on some maintenance. So I'm going to do a set of spark plugs in it, because it's been a while, and she's been just daily driving it. On pump gas. And pump gas out here sucks. So, I'm going to go through, these are the same plugs that we offer on the website. I'm going to go through, I'm going to gap these to our specifications for our tune, and these will work on pretty much any tuned car at this gap. This is what I found for me to work best. A few others will gap a little larger. I think most of them gap a little larger than I do. From what I found from testing, this gap works best. Again, personal preference. Every tuner has their own plug they like. Every tuner has their own gap they like. I have this cool spark plug gapper from Steve Built. Bought this years ago. It's gapped hundreds of spark plugs at this point. Makes life very easy. And they're very consistent. So, I'll put a link in the description to the spark plugs. If you guys want a set, you can order them on the website. Not very expensive. They're a little bit more than what you can go pick up a set of plugs for yourself. But, not everybody wants to gap plugs. And this takes the guesswork out of it. You order them, you ship them, you put them in your car. Pretty simple. So, I'm going to finish these up. And then we'll go put these in the car. So we got the spark plugs installed on the Mark 6 and I drained the catch can on it. Unfortunately, I'm just out of time for the day. I'm not going to be able to do the other stuff that needs to get done. Plus, since she drives it every day, I don't really get to look at the car very often or go over it or notice things that are going wrong or anything like that. And while doing the plugs, it's clear that it's got a pretty significant oil leak. It's coming from the plastic cover on the side of the engine there. Which it's just a gasket, it's a rubber gasket, and they're notorious for it. So I'm gonna get that ordered up for her. I also noticed that the radiator's seeping a little bit and possibly the coolant bottle's cracked. So I'm gonna order those three things, and I guess we're just gonna do like a full overhaul in the car. So this just goes to show that you gotta stay on top of this stuff, guys, and just stresses the point of you gotta maintain these cars. You maintain them, it'll be good for you. So I gotta do it. Everyone's gotta do it. No car's perfect. They all have issues. They all have their own gimmicks, and it is what it is. But anyways, While I was doing the plugs, we got some shipments from our boys at Aftermarket Assassins. Once again, actually both of these for customers. So we're gonna open them up and see what we got. So we're gonna open the small one first. Stickers as always. Okay, looks like this is the stuff for Tony's car. It's a 2-seat turbo Polaris. We got the primary limiter. We got a fresh set of gap spark plugs for his car. So we'll have to get with him and have him pick those up or drop them off, whatever the case may be. So nothing too crazy, but good maintenance stuff there. Some good little mods to help keep belt happy. That car has a stage 3 kit on it. Pump gas. Actually, I take that back. It's on a light blend of race gas and pump gas. We have it turned up a little bit, but he doesn't want to run full race gas and he doesn't want to run 85. So he actually has a quad that was built by me a long time ago that runs on race gas. So he already has race gas out there. So it just makes it easy for him just to pop in a gallon or so of freaking race gas and keep that thing happy. So anyways, I'll open this other package. Again, spark plugs. We got a blow-off valve kit, which, hey, this is cool. Mine doesn't have this. This is Aftermarket Assassins on the side of it. That's rad. Got the snap ring delete kit. This is a very important mod on any turbo car, Turbo S car. You guys should definitely invest in one of these. 90% of these cars are not spaced properly on the secondary from the factory, and they're hard to get into gear, and it engages the belt while you're at idle, which is just a no-no, and it makes it hard to get out of gear. Like I was saying, I put a video up on this about a year ago, and it was a big hit. So I'll put a link in the description for this. You can order it directly through Aftermarket Assassins. It's a very cheap mod that goes a long way. We got some primary fingers and weights. Secondary and primary springs. Oh, we got the helix. This is a, let's see what the part number is on this. Okay, so this is a high load helix. This car, it's a 4-seat car. They're heavier guys, and they usually have extra people in the car. They're also running a stage 3 kit, which is what we have here. The DynoJet Power Vision, as always, with, let's see if we can find it, level 3, so 2017 XP Turbo. So this is for a customer's car. It actually just got dropped off at the shop this morning. We're gonna get going on this tomorrow, but we got it here. Showed up while we were gone. Magnets are sticking to everything. So this is pretty much a full stage 3 kit minus an exhaust. Customer decided to supply their own exhaust. I'm not really sure what he's getting. It hasn't shown up yet, so I'll touch base on that when it does show up. But this is a really good bang for buck right here. The only thing you're missing out of a normal stage 3 kit is the high flow intake tube and the high flow charge pipe, or charge tube as they call it. So pretty good little setup. This will be definitely a huge kick in the ass for this car, and he's got some Can-Ams in his group that he wants to go after. So he said, hey, what do we got to do to make this thing run with some Can-Ams? I said, well, leave me some money and I'll do my thing, and me and the boys at A&A will put together a little kit for you that's budget friendly, and you'll have some fun with the car, that's for sure. Plus, I only charge the customer for the clutch kit, the blow-off valve, and the tuner and stuff. And I just want this car right, so I added in a few things like the spark plugs. You should always do spark plugs when you turn the boost up on these cars. And the snap ring delete kit, as this is very important. Since I'm gonna have this stuff off, and I'm gonna be putting this stuff on the car, the few bucks it cost me to put this on the car to make sure it's right, totally worth it. I would rather have the customer happy. So customers should be pretty stoked about that. I haven't told them, and I'm not gonna even add it to his bill. It's not that big of a deal. It's a few bucks in parts. So nice part about ordering stuff through us or doing anything through us, I try very hard to make everyone happy. And of course you can't make everyone happy, but I do my best. So cool, guys. Well, that's gonna wrap up this video. It's kind of long-winded, a lot of talking, but you guys seem to enjoy the last video about the Mark 6 stuff, so I figured we'd talk about ours since everyone shows a lot of interest in that car, and let's kind of go through our day as usual, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks. All right, guys, not normally one to plug merch. I know it's a little dark in here, but here's one of our hoodies. Logo small on the front. Full logo on the back. Shirts, same thing. What else we got? Beanies. Key tags. Say Sneeky tuned on them. Write the fucking ticket on the other side. Spark plugs, we got all sorts of stuff. We're a little low on everything right now, but everything is available on the website. So if you guys want some merch, anything like that, parts, get on the website, order it up. If I don't have it, I'll send you an email and let you know, hey, I can refund you, or I'll get it in as soon as I can. So most people are cool with it, and like this guy ordered the 2X. I had just sold the last one. He's like, yeah, dude, no problem. I had it back, or I got one in a couple days, so he's gonna come grab that, and he's good to go. So like I said, guys, if you guys want any of this, it's on the website. There'll be a link in the description. Thank you.